USA Monde.
Good morning, my beautiful people. This is John from USA Monde, and welcome back to Sunday Talk episode number 58. Okay, if you are new here, we talk about immigration. My main goal is to help newcomers, permanent resident, and U.S. citizen here in the United States of America. So not only we talk about immigration stuff, but we also talk about finance, business, different topic, once in a while. But mostly we talk about immigration. Okay, so today, like I say, it's on Sunday Talk episode number 58 already, and I'm gonna go over some of the questions you guys sent me on YouTube maybe like a week ago, and I already replied some for to those questions, but I want to share the question and my answer with some of you guys who don't know, who didn't know anything about that question. Okay, so without wasting time here, let's jump into it. Okay, so the first question today will come from Daniel K. Daniel K asked this question. Thank you, John. What about for those who are U.S. citizens, submit document and accepted by NVC for spouse but not received any letter yet? Do the NVC inform why they didn't schedule for appointment? Well, thanks for the question. So this question is regarding the immigration suspension, basically. Okay, so this person want to know why NVC didn't contact the petitioner and let them know the reason why they didn't schedule an appointment. You guys know that because of the pandemic, U.S. embassies and U.S. consulate suspended their visa services, and that's the main reason why NVC was unable to schedule an interview for you guys who are immigrant visa applicant. That's the main reason. So NVC won't send you a notification telling you that, okay, this is why we didn't schedule an interview. No, they don't do that. They will send you a notification when they schedule an interview for you. So good thing is now U.S. consulate, some of them will resume their visa services, not the full visa services, but partial of the visa services, and they start offering visas again, mainly for people who are not affected by the immigration suspension. So, I don't know, by now you guys already receive an interview appointment letter, because if you don't receive it, that means the embassy where the intended immigrant will go for interview, they didn't resume their visa services yet. It gotta be the reason. Okay, let's move to another question. The second question will come from Masin Watson. Masin Watson asked this question. Hi, John. How long does NVC take to review resubmitted or rejected document? Well, it will depend. It will depend on visa category, because some visa category process are longer than the others. So let's say you are a spouse of a U.S. citizen and you submit the document and the NVC rejected. It can take anywhere between 3 weeks to 2 months. It depends. Okay, so but now since NVC is not reviewing document of all the applicants or all the case on NVC I-130 cases, I think it's gonna be a little bit faster now. It can be between 3 weeks to a month or a month and a half or stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, let's move to another question, and this one will come from Mrs. Has Beren. Let me see. So Mrs. Has Remen by HF Khan asked this question. Hello, excuse me. Hello, John. You tell my case is spouse case on I-130. So spouse case are working on visa. I'm waiting my welcome letter from Pakistan. 7 months is complete, but no sent my letter. My husband missing me. Please tell how can I contact to NVC. My husband is so alone. Well, that's the question, but I think what this viewer or subscriber is asking for is he or she wanna know the contact information for NVC to contact them and maybe to ask them a question. Okay, so NVC has a phone number you can call them. So the phone number is on 603-334-0700. So 603-334-0700, and you call them, or you can also send them an email via the public inquiry. The address is going to be https://nvc.state.gov/inquiry, INQUIRY. Okay, so you can send them email or call them, ask them whatever question you want to ask them. Okay. Grace Oluwatimilehim asks this question. USA Modern, please, I have a question. Before Nigeria ban, my documents have been approved and accepted. In fact, they already scheduled an interview before the pandemic. Please, does the ban affect when the U.S. consulate open? Well, thanks for the question. First of all, I don't know when the U.S. consulate in Nigeria will open. All you gotta do is to call them and see if they already open or when they're gonna open. Okay, so about the ban, yes, from what I know is that people who got immigrant visa before the ban won't be affected by the ban. But if you didn't get the visa before, then you'll be affected. So in your case, you guys receive an interview appointment letter. The interview was scheduled, but the intended immigrant didn't go to the interview, didn't get a visa. So I would say that yes, the intended immigrant will be affected by this ban. So you guys have to wait till the ban is lifted before you can do anything here. Okay, let's move to another question. This one will come from Agwenjan. Let me see what Agwenjan has to say. Agwenjan Ndam asked this question. Please, sir, I have filled on my 260, so probably DS260 form, and at the level of submit, I'm not able to submit. So what can be the problem? Well, sometimes it can be the NVC website itself. Maybe there's a glitches on the website, or it can be that maybe since you stayed on the page for so long, sometimes it kind of freezes up, and all you gotta do is to refresh it, log out and log back in to see if it's gonna work. If it doesn't work, try to use another browser, or maybe go another day, maybe like next day or 2 days later, to see if it's gonna work. Okay, because sometimes it's not your problem. Like I say, it might be just the NVC website that is having a problem. Okay, hopefully by now you were able to submit the DS260 form. Okay, let's move to another question. This one will come from, let me see, the fixed machine. The fixed machine asked this question. Hello from Bosnia and Herzegovina. I would like to know just one thing on the process time for Nebraska Center change. It shows now 7 to 9.5 month processing time. Is that an error, or because before it was on 13 plus month for processing time? Thanks, and keep up that good work. Thank you so much, and thanks for the question. Well, when I check the processing time myself for Nebraska Center. What is showing 7 to 9.5 months. It's not an error. That's what it shows, because maybe they try to speed up the process before. Like if you are a U.S. citizen, you petition for your relative, except your siblings. Yeah, it will take 7 to 9.5 months. But sometimes it take more than that. They say that, but sometimes it take more than that. I have people whose case was like 10 months or 11 months before they get approved by USCIS. Okay. The next question will come from Farida Isbath Garber. Hi, please, which affidavit I have to fill up for my daughter? I have fill up the I-864 easy, and they say I'm not qualified for it. Everything else as document are good and accepted, except on the affidavit. Thank you. Well, thanks for the question. For this one, it depends on how old is your daughter. Because if your daughter is under age of 18, normally you will fill up on IA-64 W. Well, not only that, your daughter is under age of 18, but if your daughter will become a U.S. citizen once she comes to the United States of America. If your daughter will live with the U.S. citizen parent, well, then your daughter will be qualified to fill up on IA-64W, which is kind of waiver for IA-64 itself. But now IA-64W is no longer required. So in this situation, all you gotta do is to write like explanation letter that your daughter is 18 or she met all the qualification to fill up IA-64W. But since the IA-64W is no longer required, that's why you write in the letter. That way you don't have to fill up the regular IA-64 itself. But in case you're using a joint sponsor or using a household member, and maybe there is another relative on the I-30 form that you petition for, and that person, in this case, it's your daughter. But what I'm trying to say is that if you met all those requirements, then you have to fill up an IA-64 itself, because IA-64 is the one you file and they reject it. Is for in case the person you petition for is your relative, and that relative is the only person on the affidavit of support form and in the petition basically, and then you are using your income, only your income to sponsor that intended immigrant. That's when you file an IA-64 easy. But in this case, when they reject it, so you got to be either IA-64 or IA-64W. So if you met all those requirements I just mentioned, then you know which one to file. Okay. All right, let's move to another question here. This one will come from Kagom. Let me see what Kagom has to say. Can I file two petitions, one for my fiance and another for my mother? I'm currently filing for my mother. However, I'm not sure if it's okay to do my fiance as well. Well, that's a good question. I don't think there is kind of a limit of how many people you can sponsor, as long as you have a financial means to do so, because you have to meet all the financial requirements. If you meet all those requirements, you can do what you want, But if you don't meet the financial requirement, you just want to do that because you think, well, if I don't do that, my fiance is going to be mad at me or my mom going to be mad at me. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that that's the case, but if in that situation, just make sure you meet all the requirements. You have a good income to do all those stuff, okay? The next question will come from Malkit Singh. Malkit Singh asked this question. I have sent my civil document to NVC. How long will it take to review my spouse case? Well, if you are a U.S. citizen, your wife is not affected by immigration suspension. Therefore, NVC is working on those documents first. So I would say like a month to 6 weeks, NVC should review those documents and let you know. Okay, so it can vary from like 4 weeks to 6 weeks. Sometimes go to 2 months. But since they're only reviewing cases of people who are not affected by the immigration suspension now, I think it's gonna be a little bit faster. Okay, but in case you're a green card holder, it can take a little bit longer because NVC will start reviewing those cases after they review the document of people who are not affected by immigration suspension. So in that case, it can take up to, by 2 months, probably 2 months or maybe a little bit more before they review those cases. Those are just an estimate, okay? So I'm not saying that it got to be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month or 2 months exactly, no. It's just an estimate, okay? So let's move to the last question of today's video, which will come from Clarida 10. Let me see. Clarida 10 asked this question. I have a petition for my brother. So probably say I have a petition for my brother. Can I enter his wife in part 3 as a family member? Can she travel with my brother at the same time? If ever during a medical, does she need to go with my brother to have the medical exam too, the interview? I highly appreciate your help. Well, thanks for the question. If you file for your brother, that on the I-130 form, or they ask for family members' information, and you put his wife's information there. And now, yes, on your affidavit of support form also, you will put his wife information there as a relative as well. So if it means that his wife will be like a derivative applicant on your brother's application. So therefore, both of them, will be qualified to go and get an immigrant visa to come to United States of America. So on the letter, if the letter mention your brother and his wife want to go to the interview, stuff like that, yeah, and both of them will go to the interview, do the medical examination, go to the interview, and then get a visa to come. That's how it works. But in case you didn't put his wife information on the I-130, there is nothing you can do now. It's not because you put the information on DS-260, and then that person will be able to go to the interview with the principal applicant. No, it doesn't work like that. So you have to put that person, the relatives information on the I-130 first, and then put it on DS-260. Therefore, the appointment letter, interview appointment letter, will have both people's name, so they can go to the visa interview. Okay. So like I said, guys, and that was the last question of today's video. I want to wish you guys a happy Sunday. Whatever you do today, do it peacefully. If you are somebody who been watching this video, you never subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. That will help the channel to grow, and so I can help more people, more newcomers here in the United States of America, permanent resident, and also U.S. citizen. Okay, so be safe out there, and thanks for watching again. I'll talk to you guys on next Sunday. Bye bye.
USA Monde.